Hey folks, welcome back once again to the HDR Garage. I am HarleyDayRider, your good old friend HDR, and I'm here with my buddy today, Henry. I don't know if he's coming in the picture or not. Henry, you can come on over. His actual real name is Enrique.
How you doing?
Doing good. He flew up here from Puerto Rico to help me.
You bet.
See? You guys have seen him in a lot of videos. A lot of guys know him. Today we're going to be doing an install. Thanks to the folks at Custom Dynamics for sending these out. We are going to be installing some lower fairing lights, we hope anyway. We're going to do our best. We've installed a lot of lights.
Yes, we have.
We have. Let me see if I can't get this into focus here in the camera so you can see this thing. But you see these are the lower fairing lights. They go, those two little grills on the bottom will come out on the bike and these will replace it. So again, this is a video here teaming up once again with Custom Dynamics. So we're going to get started. We're not going to show you taking the outer fairing and everything off. We've done that in many videos. So go back and watch some of those videos, but we will record us wiring these up, getting them placed in the bottoms, and show you how they install and how they plug in. So let's go ahead and get started. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go ahead and start working on this. All right, folks, we got the fairing off. As you can see, I do have a lot of Custom Dynamic lights, so we do have a lot of wiring harnesses up here already. We have a lot of different wiring harnesses up here already, actually. But what we're going to do now is we have to get this old honeycomb out of here, get the wire fed up through the fairing. The directions are really good, but I think running the wire is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But we're going to work on that next and see if we can't figure a way to get the wire through there. But that's your next step, is to get this off and then figure out the wiring through there to get the wiring up. So let's go ahead and do that. And if we run into any if we have any ways to help you, we're going to help you figure out the ways to get the wiring through the fairing here. So and we will record that as we're doing that. But we're going to go ahead now and at least start on this side and see what we can get going on here. Okay guys, we found the easiest way to get this honeycomb grill out is I got a little screwdriver, just a little flat edge. Stick it just a little bit inside the lip, pull back. You can see it popped right off. There's just little clips on the back. So they pop right off with no trouble at all. But look at the bugs in there. Look at the bugs. That's a 2018 and look how bugs, years of riding, I guess, huh? Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to try to loosen these screws up in the back here. Henry, want to come around? There's two little bolts in here. They say to loosen those up so you can get the wire to come through this harness, and then we're going to have to try to figure a way to get it to come up through and go up into the fairing there. So that's going to be our next step. I think that's going to be the hardest part. The directions show you how to get the wiring up there, but we're going to try to get it up through, sneak it through there so we can connect it. So, all right, we'll go ahead and get started on that part. Okay, folks, myself and Henry here has been wiring this up for about the past, what, half hour, 40 minutes?
Hour, that's right.
We did call Custom Dynamics. Unfortunately, they're not available at the present moment. They did open a ticket, so I think that's great. They talked to us and tried to help us through this. But we could not find where these white wires, see this white wire? We couldn't find out where this would go. And it talked about a wire that was capped next to the air vent. Okay, and that's okay on the batwing fairing. But this is a road glide, okay? So I'm going to show you, this connector was actually buried under here. And it's this connector right here. See this? So just reach in there and pull that up, okay? This one, it does say something about having a cap on it. It did have this little black cap on there. You can see that black cap. So you just cap this in, because this side of the wire is not needed at that point. Just cap it off. This side, try to get some light in there. Light's not very good. You want to hold that light up there on there? So this side, we found this one tucked up under here, and it was connected to this other side right here, right? So we pulled it apart, pulled it out, and sure enough, it was a 2-pin connector. So you put that one in, then this comes up Where did it go?
Right there.
Oh, right here. So you're actually wiring it in line because this wire was connected to that black wire down there. So I hope this helps you. And everybody I've seen on YouTube, I haven't seen anything on this. So I think this is a very, very critical thing to show you because you will be stuck with that white wire. And what you will not have is you won't have the driving lights. So the white light will not light up on those lowers. So, and then I do recommend, and Touring Midwest, Drew actually recommended this when you're hooking these all, plug them in and make sure everything works before you route all the wires and finish it up. Is that right? Anything else I gotta say?
No, that's it.
Covered it? Okay, the next thing we're gonna show you is wiring, putting the wire through the lower because we had a heck of a time on the first one. And we'll show you that in a couple minutes what I'm talking about. So we'll get to that next. All right? Okay, we'll see you then. Okay guys, what we're trying to do here, we actually created a little snake with a piece of copper wire, okay? We have the connector that wouldn't fit with the tape on it. It won't fit through this hole right here. See this hole? Can you see it?
Right there.
Right there. Won't fit through that hole. So instead we put tape on the wire so we can get this to feed through that hole and then hopefully pull this through. And if it works, you'll be seeing this. If not, we obviously edit this out. So let's see if it works. We're going to try to put this through there. Okay, now doing it that way, you can obviously see we have it through the fairing case. We didn't have to loosen these up because they just turn. And like I said, we used the 14 gauge piece of copper wire is all that is. Tape it in the middle so this would fit through that hole. And I'm going to hand the camera here to Henry and he's going to show you on the other side kind of the angle because you have to go down. You want to tell them about that?
Yes, if you see on that hole down on the bottom, you definitely have to go down because there are some obstructions there that if you don't do it, you will never go through. So make sure that your wire is going down a little bit until you don't find any resistance. And your buddy on the next side should be there ready to take it, okay?
Yeah, with that said, just on this side over here, when I was pulling it through, don't tug it. Let your partner push it through the other side. This is a two-man job. This isn't a one-man job. And as you're going, I found that the wire was hitting the gear shift. So I went down through the floorboard, right down to the carpet there that the bike's sitting on. And we were able to successfully get this cable through a lot easier though than the other side.
That's for sure.
So the other side, we just tried to jam it in there, it got hung up. It took us an hour and a half on the other side, and that's not exaggerating. So, okay, so find something, use this snake, get your wire through there, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start putting this all back together and getting our cable up through the fairing. We'll show you through the fixed fairing on the Road Glide where we're gonna go through. I think we found our slot we can go up in, so I think we'll be good. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting this back together. All right, folks, so on the Road Glide Specials, Road Glide Ultras, remember the fairing doesn't move, okay? Not like the Ultras and Ultra Limiteds where the bat ring fairing moves. This doesn't move. So we finally decided to come through the vent like Custom Dynamics shows you. Came up, put a tie on. They supply these wire ties. So we zip tied that on. Came back under, zip tied it here because this is inside the fairing. Came right up through the fairing, came right up through the speaker grill. If you can see here, the speaker. So it worked out pretty well for us. Seems like everything's gonna be fine now. And then we came right up into our wiring mess that we have to now clean up here. But yeah, what do you think, man? I think we got it all together.
It was hard, but we got done.
It was definitely a chore there. We'll give you a little bit of that to wrap up when we get everything buttoned back down now. I think I got this in all right. Yeah, it's in. All right, so I just wanted to show you that wiring. It's the exact same thing we did on the other side. Again, we just came up through to here, went up around the speaker, came right up into the top there. So, okay, we'll bring you back in here once we button everything up. Okay, folks, we have the running lights working. Everything's on. We'll show you the turn signals and the four ways and everything once we get the fairing back on. But I did want to show you here, we got the wiring harnesses all tucked in and wired together, and a lot of you are probably saying, hey, that's starting to look like Bronco Ride's bike. Because he has wiring harnesses like this all over too. It's all custom dynamics, it's all multi-wired and put together there. So, but we're going to go ahead and start putting everything back together. We're just testing it out to make sure everything came on. Looks so good so far, huh, Henry?
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it looks good so far.
It's looking good.
All right, let's go ahead and get everything buttoned back up. Henry just said, do you remember where all the bolts go? And I said, I hope so. We didn't take any pictures, so I hope we get it back together. All right, we're going to go ahead and start putting it back together. Okay, guys. Well, we got it all done here. And we're going to show you what it looks like. And I think that's why Henry was saying maybe shut the garage door. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hit that button right there on the wall. Cut some of this light out of here so maybe we can see these lights a little better. And then do a little wrap up with you there. Hopefully all the little clips that we did through the install, hopefully that would help you guys out a lot more. We're going to kick the lights on here. And you can see how much more those lowers give you. It just really brightens the bike up. Show you, obviously the turn signals work. So we got the turn signals going on there. Got the other ones working. And then obviously you got your four ways. So we got everything running there. But so yeah, you want to flip these inside lights back on. And you can leave that shut for a minute. Yeah, just turn the lights on. You can come back over if you want. So guys, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, and that's why Custom Dynamics sends these things out to what they call just your normal everyday mechanic. I'm not a mechanic or normal everyday garage people. You know, we're doing our best. And that's why they send these out, because they want to see how much trouble we do have. Obviously, they install lights every day, and they can do them in seconds or minutes. So you did see through the video the troubles we had. Henry, what would you say of the install? Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, what would be the level that you'd want to be able to do this?
I would say about 5.
Yeah, I'd go with you there. I'd say about a 5. I think a 5 would. So what we mean by that is at least have a skill level of 5, have some tools that you're going to need to take the fairing off, have some torque ratchets, you know, so because a lot of these are T's, torques. Other than that, though, just take your time. It takes a lot of patience.
And a partner. You need a partner.
You do. These lights, these lower fairing lights or lower crash bar lights, whatever you call them, you should have 2 people to do it. I know a lot of people did videos by themselves and they did it. Congratulations, because there was times when we needed both of us in there working on it. So. For sure. But yeah, so all right. But thanks again to Custom Dynamics for choosing to work with HarleyDayRider in the HDR garage. And thanks to Henry here. I appreciate all your help, always, man.
No problem.
And always helping me out in the garage and helping us get this stuff done. So, all right, remember, everybody, Roger and Ride, be safe out there. We will talk to you next time. We will be down and out.
You take care now.
We'll be down and out in the beautiful HDR garage in southwestern Pennsylvania. We'll see you.